The hills weren't just alive with music. They were alive with legends. When The Sound of Music arrived in 1965, it didn't just give us a movie. It gave us a family we felt we knew. A world of innocence, courage, and melodies that never fade. But behind that magic lies a bittersweet truth. Many of the beloved stars who shaped this masterpiece are no longer with us. Today, we're honoring 20 unforgettable actors whose voices, smiles, and stories still echo across generations. Stay with me, because their journeys, their triumphs, and the way they touched millions deserve to be remembered. At the head of the cinematic family stood Christopher Plummer, who portrayed Captain Georg von Trapp. With sharp discipline and a quiet, aching grief behind his eyes, he transformed from a strict widower into a loving father, guided back to joy by Maria's spirit. He was only 36 during filming, but his performance became one of the defining roles of his long career. Born in Toronto, Canada, Plummer lived a life as dynamic as his craft. He married 3 times, welcomed a daughter, Amanda Plummer, who followed his artistic footsteps, and acted relentlessly until the very end. His life closed in 2021 at 91 after complications from a fall. Yet every time his voice rings out across the film, it feels like he never left at all. And then, of course, there was the girl who was 16 going on 17. Charmian Carr, who played Liesel von Trapp, was just 23 when she stepped into the gazebo that would make film history. With her soft innocence and glowing presence, she embodied young love in its purest form. After leaving Hollywood, she built a career in interior design and even worked with Michael Jackson. But behind her bright smile, she struggled quietly with depression before eventually being diagnosed with frontotemporal dementia. She passed away in Los Angeles, California in 2016 at 73, leaving behind a memory of youth frozen beautifully in time. Right beside her, in the film's family chaos and charm, was Heather Menzies, the spirited Louisa von Trapp. Only 16 during filming, she helped bring mischief and joy into the beloved household. Her real life was just as full of adventure. She married actor Robert Urich, adopted 3 children, and built a life overflowing with love and resilience. When Robert passed away from cancer, she carried that grief with strength, only to face her own battle when she was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2017. She died later that year, at 68, in Frankfurt, Ontario. Her laughter in the movie still feels as alive as ever. Inside the Abbey, 3 women gave the film its spiritual backbone. Peggy Wood, playing the wise and compassionate Mother Abbess, offered a performance dripping with grace, especially when she delivered the iconic "Climb Every Mountain." At 73, she brought decades of experience from stage and screen to the role, making it impossible to imagine anyone else guiding Maria's soul. Her life ended in Stamford, Connecticut in 1978 due to a stroke. But her voice, one of courage and hope, continues to inspire generations. Alongside her was Portia Nelson, who portrayed Sister Berta, the stern nun always ready with skepticism. Sharp-tongued and memorable, she added humor and tension in perfect measure. She dedicated her life to creativity, writing, composing, and performing, but never married or had children. Her long battle with cancer ended in 2001. In New York City at 80. Her blend of wit and rigidity remains one of the film's signature comedic touches. We can't forget Marni Nixon, the cheerful Sister Sophia. Known in Hollywood as the secret vocal powerhouse who dubbed stars like Audrey Hepburn and Natalie Wood, Nixon was one of the greatest hidden musical forces in film. Her performance in The Sound of Music allowed audiences to finally see the face behind one of Hollywood's most iconic voices. She died in 2016 at 86 after a fight with breast cancer, but her voice continues to echo across multiple eras of cinema. Bringing warmth and sisterly affection was Anna Lee, who played Sister Margareta. She was 52 during filming and later lived through tremendous adversity, including a devastating car accident in 1981 that left her wheelchair-bound. Still, she continued acting and inspiring those around her until pneumonia claimed her life in 2004 in Beverly Hills. The kindness she brought to the film feels as comforting now as it did. Then, on the outside of the Abbey walls stood the elegant and unforgettable Eleanor Parker, who embodied the Baroness Elsa Schrader, refined, poised, and a perfect emotional contrast to Maria. Parker delivered a role filled with heartbreak and class. Born in Cedarville, Ohio, and married 4 times, she lived a life rich in both beauty and hardship. She passed away in 2013 in Palm Springs from pneumonia at 91. But in the film, she remains eternal, the glamorous yet human obstacle in one of cinema's greatest love stories. Then there was the witty charm of Richard Haydn, who played Max Detweiler, the man always ready with a clever line or musical idea. At 60, he brought intelligence and humor to the screen, making Max a bright and unforgettable presence. He chose a life of privacy, never married, and left the world in 1985 at 80 from a heart attack. But his playful spark continues to light up the film. On the darker side of the Sound of Music's bright and joyful world stood Ben Wright, the man who brought Herzeler to life with chilling precision. His character represented the rising threat that shadowed Austria, a constant reminder of the danger creeping closer to the Von Trapp family. Wright's icy tone, rigid posture, and cold authority gave the film the tension it needed as it built toward its powerful climax. But when the camera stopped rolling, Ben Wright was nothing like the intimidating figure he portrayed. His real life was calm, steady, and rooted deeply in family. Loved by friends and respected by colleagues, he lived gently and quietly until complications from surgery took his life in 1989. At 74, his contribution, though often overlooked, remains essential to the emotional weight of the story. Bringing balance to that tension was Norma Varden, who played the warm and dependable Frau Schmidt, the housekeeper whose kindness subtly shaped the Von Trapp household. Born in London, Varden spent decades building a remarkable career across British and American film. Her presence in the movie added softness to the family dynamic, grounding the household scenes in authenticity and warmth. She passed away in Santa Barbara, California in 1989 at the age of 90, leaving behind an extensive legacy of stage and screen work. Her gentle smile in the film continues to make viewers feel at home. Surrounding these major roles were dozens of background performers who helped bring the world of the Sound of Music to life. These actors may not have had leading lines, but without them, the film's world would not have felt so rich and complete. Doris Lloyd, one such veteran, contributed to countless productions before her passing in 1968. Leota Richards, remembered for her elegant presence during the Von Trapp party scene, lived a long life before dying in 1998 at 90. Frank Baker, a familiar face in classic films, passed in 1980 at 88. Silent-era actor Monte Montague died in 2000 at 84, while James Gonzalez, who appeared in various background roles, died young in 1971 at only 59. Their contributions stitched together the atmosphere, making every scene feel alive and believable. But not every member of the cast has faded into history. Some continue to carry the spirit of the film forward. Debbie Turner, who played Little Marta, is now 68, still appearing at reunions. Kim Karath, beloved Gretel, is 66 and remains involved with fans. Dwayne Chase, who played Kurt, left acting to become a geologist but still treasures the memories at 74. Angela Cartwright, our intelligent Brigitte, is 72 and still creating art. And of course, the heart of the story, Julie Andrews, our beloved Maria, is with us at 89, adored by generations. Together, these actors, those who remain and those we've lost, continue to shape a film that lives forever. The Sound of Music is more than a film. It's a memory we carry, a melody we hum without thinking, a comfort we return to when the world grows heavy. Every member of its cast, from the brightest star to the quietest background performer, left behind something deeper than a role. They left pieces of their hearts woven into every song, every smile, every moment on screen. And each time the hills come alive again, each time we hear laughter, or do-re-mi, or the soft strum of a guitar, their spirits rise with it, reminding us that true art never dies. Which character from The Sound of Music lives closest to your heart? Tell us in the comments below. And if this tribute touched you, please like, share, and subscribe to keep these stories alive. Thank you for watching, and remember the words of Mother Abbess: climb every mountain, follow every rainbow, till you find your dream.